Hey guys, welcome to this C++ tutorial video, and in this tutorial I'm going to talk about what bool variable is and how to use that for input validation with loop flag. So let's create a function called input valid, and it's going to take in three integers. So first integer is going to be user input, and second integer is going to be the minimum number, and third integer is going to be the maximum number. So in the main function, we're going to create a bool variable called loop flag, and we're going to set it to false. Right now, loop flag is 0. False means false is a 0, and true is a 1. Okay, so right now loop flag is 0, and let's create a three integer that is going to be the first is going to be the user input, second is going to be the minimum number, and the third is going to be the maximum number. Alright, we are going to pass this value into this. So in the main function we are going to create a do while loop. So what do while loop does is that it's going to run at least once, right? So let's say we do cout enter number between 1 and 10 here, and we take in that input, and let's talk about the bool, this function right here. So as we know, this function takes in three parameters. First is user input, second is minimum number, and third is maximum number. So in this function we are going to set the bool flag to true. So in the main we have it to false, right? So if if this when we run this program, if this loop flag uh, becomes true here anywhere, then it's going to uh, loop right here. It's going to run this loop. Okay, if the loop flag is true right here, then this is going to run. Okay, this is going to be run in a loop. So in this function we have bool flag bool loop flag set to true, and this right here, this is going to be checking for the input right here. The scene that failed takes integer or not. Let's say a user enters a letter from keyboard, let's say A or B, then it's going to set this loop flag to true. So and if user input is less than the minimum number, we provide the minimum right here. We pass that value. Okay, so if it is less than that, then it's going to run as well. This message is going to be printed out again. And or if the number was greater than expected, in this case 10, let's say we passed 11, then this is going to run again, and we set the loop flag to true. Okay, so right now loop flag is true. Okay, this is for the invalid input. Okay, so this is for the invalid invalid input. So right now our loop flag is true, and if we call this function right here and pass in an invalid input, this is going to encounter this is this loop flag is going to be set to true, because if this encounters an invalid input, we said it loop flag is going to be true, right? So loop flag right here is going to be true. So this loop runs again. Okay, so right here we're going to, let's say if when we encounter simply says the number you enter was not within the range, right? And we are going to clear that input with this function, and with scene that ignore, we are going to ignore everything else. All right, up to a new line. All right, so if this is not the case, if user enters valid input, then we our loop flag is set to false, right? This is going to be set to false, and we're simply going to return the loop flag. So if this is the case, then our loop flag is set to true, and it's going to return true. If this is not the case, then loop flag is false, so we'll return false, right? So let's see how this. Wait, before we do that, let me just explain this part right here. So we set the loop flag equals this function, and we're passing in three these variables right here, right? User input, minimum range, and maximum range. Okay. So right now, this function is going to run once, and if this becomes true, then this is going to run again. All right. If this is false, then it is not going to run again. This is only if loop flag is set to false, it is going to only run once. For example, when you have while, this fun this loop is going to run infinitely until this becomes false. All right. So in this case, if this is the false, then it's only going to run once. All right, and we're just simply going to print out the number. All right, the number entered was like that right there. So let's run this program. All right, so let's enter 0 and see what happens. It says the number you entered was not within the range. Well, that is true because we set the minimum to 1 and maximum to 10, right? Let's try with 1. It's simply going to print. So 1 was a valid input because we said number was less than minimum range. Okay, if this was the equal, then it was it was going to loop again and ask for the valid input. So let's run this program again with some other number. Let's enter 15. Well, 15 is not within the range. What about 30? That is not also within the range. So let's enter 10, and it's simply going to print that 10 here, right there. Okay, thank you very much for watching.